Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Matt BDLM here with my friend Jay Jaster, giving you another broadcast presentation of a game on Wall here. First off, what's going on, Jay, and do you want to tell us a little bit about this game?
Well, I found this replay up on the CLG site. It looks like it was for the WCG tournament, so it was North American here. I don't actually remember what OGB is representing, but it's obviously another country or continent. But yeah, I'm doing great actually. Looking forward to another LOLcast here. How you doing?
I'm doing that pretty good here, just watching the blue team start to move towards the blue rune, see if we'll get any action there. But you know, first off, let's take a look at these picks. What do you think of these teams?
You've got a lot of very good team fight potential. I'm really loving what this CLG and TSM mixed blue team, I guess you'll call them. They've got the TF, which just, you know all about his ultimate, the global the vision of all the heroes, you know, so he's going to help, especially, and then you combo with that with a Nocturne ult, and you've already got two people, and then look at that Shen, three globals right there. I mean, how are you going to deal with that on the other team?
Absolutely, and you know, talking about the other team, we have Oh God Bears, and you know, that's quite an interesting lineup. We have essentially 3 tanks and 2 AP heroes, so it'll be really interesting to see how this game winds up going. And here we have TF initiating in on Singe, but Shen not able to grab with the taunt there. And a missed Cyclone from Janna means that CLG, TSM are going to just take this blue rune and put the enemy Udyr down a little bit in this farm.
Looks like a little bit of a misplay, unless that's on purpose, but Janna actually ended up taking the blue rune instead of Nocturne, and he used his smite, so he's actually going to be at a disadvantage now, I would want to say. He's going to need help from this Janna to jungle. Pretty unfortunate misplay there, but at least that is going to put the Udyr back a little bit.
You know, that's unfortunate that the Janna got that blue rune, but they're going to be able to go to their own blue rune. They have sight of Udyr, who's shedding tears over there as he's left to just take care of those little lizard guys over where his blue buff used to be. And so now I'm sure Nocturne pretty soon will make his way over to his own blue rune to try and take that before Udyr gets any ideas.
Definitely. We'll see the bottom lane here. It's Caitlyn, Janna. First, is that Singed and Zillion? Okay, well, I definitely have to give the advantage there to the Janna Caitlyn. I mean, Janna with that shield absorbing damage and also giving tons of attack damage to this Caitlyn's going to be a lot of harass coming out. Couple that with the Cyclones. How about the other lanes? How do you think this TF Mal's matchup's going to go?
We have Janna taking some bombs, looking to blink in on Singed here. Doesn't do any damage to him, anything serious. Caitlyn's still looking to put on some harass, but you know, we're talking about the bottom lane. That's going to be harassment all game long between the bombs and just all the little things that they're able to do to one another. Caitlyn's shot there that we see now going off on Singed, it's going to be fun to watch, that's for sure. Here in the middle, in the top lane, we have Shen and Aurelia messing around. Aurelia already pressed up to the tower. Shen doing his best to try and get the last hits. You know, we have a TF on this team, which means that extra +2 gold per minion kill. You know, maybe not a whole lot, but it's going to help speed up the acquisition of some of those gold per 5 items and some of those big items that really wind up turning the game around.
Oh, most certainly, and I really do like the Shen getting the early levels. I mean, his level 6 is crucial to the early team fights, especially, you know, if they're going to go for Dragon early or something like that. Shen, doesn't matter that he's top lane, he can just pour it in, you know, support the rest of the team. But he is, at the moment, getting pretty out-farmed. It's 11-23 in this top lane. Aurelia really taking control with her 4 or 5 health pots. You know, in the cloth armor, so they're gonna look to maybe try to get her slowing down a little bit here.
Absolutely. The lane we haven't talked about quite yet, though, looks like it's Twisted Fate here against Malzahar. I'm a big fan of both of those heroes. The Malzahar ulti's so strong. Now looks like TSM Reginald's going to try and put some harassment up on Malzahar and able to do a whole lot there. But you know, both those heroes are so strong and completely can change the way that team fights go with their stuns and their slow. What do you think is going to be the deciding factor of this game?
Map awareness, map awareness, map awareness. I mean, oh, look at this. Twisted Fate blinks in on Malzahar, tries to finish him off. Can't do it, unfortunately. Good try, though, to finish him off there. If you had an Ignite, that almost certainly would have been a kill, but Ghost Flash, the normal of the carry, so what are you going to do? But, yeah, I think, honestly, if TSM and CLG, if this blue team can catch them off guard, then they're going to make them pay for it. I mean, you have all those global ults. Certainly going to cause some trouble, but if OGB can just stick together, you know, keep up the map objectives, I think they'll have a good chance.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously these guys are professional players, but I could totally see me being on the purple team and then going in on somebody one-on-one, and then all of a sudden it's 4-on-1, and me being, oh yeah, forgot about that one.
Well, you're kind of a noob too, so that doesn't help.
That's true, that's true. You know, the thing that I think is going to be interesting is I haven't seen Singed played yet in a competitive game. You know, in just solo queue in ranked games, it seems like he can give people a lot of problems just being able to chase people down and throw them and put them in situations they don't want to be. Oh, right now we have Twisted Fate going for a new deer in the top. Oh, getting taken down so fast. Looks like Shen's going to come in to try and give him that shield, and there goes First Blood. Reginald.
Yeah, that was level 6 right away, and as soon as Shen Twisted Fate did, they knew they wanted to dive someone. Excellent work together there. I think the Shen ult was a little unnecessary. I know he was trying to shield him for the tower dive, but either way, they got the kill. Udyr's farm slowed even more, while Nocturne gets to keep it up. You know, level 4, probably almost level 5. As soon as he gets his ulti, then bottom and middle lane are going to have to start being a lot more cautious here. But overall, though, how are you thinking on the rest of this game so far? The bottom farm, very good for Caitlyn. 44 CS already, as opposed to a 21 Singe. Is your game still...
And you know, Twisted Fate. 43, 44, 45, 46,
right, good.
47.
Alright, good.
Man, good stuff. Yeah, Janna, you know, that crazy long range, you know, quick able to move around, get away from the Zillion harass. Now we have Singe looking to hide down in that grass, see what he can do, not able to really do anything. He's really good solo, though. He's going to be able to stick around and do pretty okay. It looks like might run into some trouble here with his friend Janna. Oh, they're going to try and see if they can head up and get this Udyr. You know, we talked about map awareness, and there's that ward right there on Blue Rune, and as soon as they see him there, they're going to look to go in. Looks like Udyr's still going to try and press that, and wants that Blue Rune really bad. Missed the first one. Now we have Singe going in. We'll see if anything happens. It looks like OGB is going to back off. CLG and TSM, though, looking to press on. Have a nice yellow card saved up here. Udyr getting dangerously low. Might give up another kill here. Or, oh, here comes a bomb on Zillion. Malzahar landing the ult on Janna right in the void zone, but oh, Zillion goes down, and so does this Janna. 1-for-1 exchange. Continue going here. Nocturne now going in on Singe, gets the fear off. Malzahar placing the dot on, trying to harass and discourage him away. We have Twisted Fate ulting, looking to get up on that Udyr. Will he hit? No, misses the nuke. But Kobe is able to pick up a kill there as well. Chaucer.
Yeah, very good work there, stopping that blue, and also the Dragon's available, but I think they're a little too hurt, unfortunately, to take it. But I love the warding already. Obviously, they know Udyr's going to go for that Blue Rune, and then if you can just spot him there, you get that TF Shen Nocturne ults. I mean, like I said, it's all about this map awareness, so I'm going to assume they're going to pink or even oracles as early as possible on this purple team, because the more wards that blue team has, the easier it is for them to set up these ganks.
Definitely, and you know, the purple team has to be well aware by now that there are wards out on the map, and that the blue team is really looking to keep pressure on Udyr and stop him from really getting any kind of farm to make him a serious threat in the late game.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Singed looks like he's not really farming as well as they'd want to. It actually kind of looks like Zillion taking a few creeps they probably shouldn't have. Caitlyn, while on the other hand, getting complete free farm domination here. 62 CS, a BF sword, and Berserker Greaves. Also, I guess it helps that she has that 2-0 kill death, but you know, they're not doing anything to slow her down. And Udyr is just so far behind at this point, he can't even help gank. And that's really the unfortunate part. We might need to see Irelia and Mal's get a little more involved to kind of even it out.
Definitely, you know, you mentioned that 2-0 Caitlyn advantage there, and you look at the opposite team, and the best record there is a 1-1 or a 0-0, depending on how you want to look at that. So it's a really unfortunate lead that CLG is getting here, making it really difficult for the opposing team, stacking up the kills and the creep kills on Chaucer, and now Chaucer able to ult and take out Zillion in the bottom lane, making that a 3-0 lead, and just continuing to apply pressure and keep up the farm here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, what is Zillion going to do? I mean, he had his ult up, maybe he was down or he had no mana. I actually wasn't watching it, but either way, a BF sword Caitlyn with that Q harass. And actually, what we see here now is they're going for this pretty quick dragon. I don't know that there's vision here. Oh, we do see the clairvoyance, so they know what's going on here. But dragon, I'm dropping very quickly. There he goes with the smite. So there goes another 190 global gold over to you know, blue team here. Just another advantage, 5-1. Things are starting to get a little out of control. Action middle.
Yeah, you know, ignoring the...
Oh, did you catch that? Yeah, Twisted Fate was getting initiated by Malzahar there. The pool and then the ulti gets very low, but then Shen ult, perfect time, taunts him, and then Reggie finishes him off with a card throw. Very great teamwork there.
But, you know, the purple team now taking advantage of the absence of Shen, takes 3 to the top lane to look to push this tower. Twisted Fate hoarding up. What's he doing? He might get taken down here. 3-on-1, and oh, Deer falls as well though, so like a nice trade the top lane, but you know, we still have 2 here pressing the tower with a nice wave of creeps, and it doesn't look like the blue team's going to be able to get there to reinforce.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive, you might say, by that Twisted Fate. Reginald known to be a very aggressive play style of a player, so, you know, maybe getting a little overconfident there with their good start. But either way, Deer did get taken out in the end, but they did lose the tower, so I wouldn't say it's a great trade-off. Udir's already pretty behind and not worth a lot of gold, whereas Reginald, you know, he was 2-0, so worth a little more. But either way, a fair trade-off, and they do have that dragon advantage now, so they're probably just going to look to keep Caitlyn and Twisted Fate farming and, you know, keep up the map pressure on the deal.
Absolutely. I think, well, you look at items, see something kind of funny, or, I mean, I suppose it should be expected, but it's just funny seeing it is all across the board you have on both teams either catalyst or gold for 5 items at this point. People are just looking to put up their farm, keep it going, trying to stay in the lane as long as possible. Do you have any thoughts on any of the other pickups where people might try to head with some of the items they have now?
Yeah, you know, I mean, the catalysts make a lot of sense, I think, on this Hellborn team. I mean, if you turn that into a Banshee's Veil, that can block a Twisted Fate vision. If he ults, you can block a Nocturne ult, block a Caitlyn ult. There's so many things it has a great purpose for. So you're going to have to look for this catalyst during the Banshees. A ton of Heart of Gold's coming out, actually, and also a Ninja Tabi on Singed, which kind of throws me off. Because, you know, it looks like Reginald's going either a hybrid or an AP build. So that's really going to be good for against Caitlyn and I guess possibly his Nocturne, but I don't know. I think I would rather go a little Mercury Treads. What do you think?
You know, I think when it comes down to it and you look at the end game, it's going to be this Nocturne and the Caitlyn that we've already been saying is getting this ridiculous farm. Both of them are going to be attacking quickly and doing a good deal of damage, so I don't have that big of a problem with it, although like you said, Mercury Treads would help a lot with, the Shen taunt, namely, which is going to do a lot. Speaking of Shen, getting initiated on here in the top lane by Aurelion Udyr. Shen makes it away, though, with a third of his health and looking to be out as Caitlyn looks to come up and see if she can take out this Aurelion. Now initiating, putting in a couple of attacks. Twisted Fate goes to the top. Here we go, continuing in on Aurelia, will she make it away? Caitlyn ult, make sure that that doesn't happen. Now Udyr is forced to try and run away as he's continually chased by Caitlyn and Twisted Fate, now ghosting to keep up with. Oh, he looks to go down, but rezzing.
Yeah, fantastic job by that Zillion.
Oh, Zillion.
And Malzahar comes in the action. Not sure what he's doing by himself there. Tries to set up an ult on, I believe, Reginald, but gets turned around on very quickly by that Shen ult taunting in there. So another swing. I think it's another 2-0 kill lead. Additional thing for this is a blue team, and they're just ramping up this lead. Meanwhile, Singe is just trying to catch up on farming this bottom lane, but he's already so far behind, and it's not going to slow him down here. So I'm not sure at this point what they need to do to get back in this game, but maybe they need to work on pushing together or setting up some ganks on this Caitlyn. Definitely getting more wards out there. I'm sure that's not helpful, but what do you think? How are they going to get back in this game?
I don't know. It's really tough. You and I have played against a couple of these global alt teams, and they're quite the pain. Anything that the purple team looks to do, they're going to have to take into account. Well, it's going to take 3 or 4 of us to do anything big or anything aggressive because they have the potential to have 3 or 4 people up in the lane. But in the top lane, it looks like after pressing the tower, Shen and Caitlyn are going to have to run away as Aurelion and Zillion look to put on some pressure. It's really going to come down to if Udyr can come back and try and make up this farm, they're going to need somebody tanky to try and distract and do some damage, as well as this Aurelia up top. But the purple team, OGB, doesn't have an auto attack carry. It's all in the AP, which can be fairly easily countered. So, it's going to be a tough game just from picks, but we'll see if they're able to pull it out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be intriguing to see that. I actually haven't kind of noticed, but this whole time, Aurelia actually has top farm in the game. I thought it was Caitlyn the whole time. However, Caitlyn does have that 4-kill advantage, which puts her at a much higher gold count total. However, Aurelia is doing a very good job keeping the farm. I guess she was up against the Shen, so not too much pressure there. Actually, we see a bottom lane here. Nocturne putting a little pressure on Singe, but then again, it's Singed, so what's going to result from that? Not too much. Dragon is up. There's a lot of pings going out there. Udyr's starting it already. Remember, this is the global alt team. I would have to imagine that's going to be coming about shortly here with the Twisted Fate Shen ult. Let's see what happens here. They're going towards it now. 4 of them grouped up. Shen porting back to base. He has his ult up as well. So look to see some team fight going on here. Nocturne comes in, gets ulted by Malzahar. Not taking much damage. Shen ulting on top of him. Udyr going to go down. Oh, possibly not. It looks like actually Aurelia getting turned on. Drops down. Udyr drops. Oh, and just as Udyr drops, it looks like Zillion's ult fell off. Very unfortunate for them. Turn it around. There's another 3 kills, 3 for 0. Dragon now probably going to get taken down. There's actually Chase going into the base. No problem for Caitlyn there, doing way too much damage already. What did they do wrong there?
Going in is, like you were saying, leading up to that fight, is that, this is Team Global Alt. We've said multiple times, that's the key to their victory. And we had, and here in the top in the jungle, we have Singe trying to go in on Nocturne, finds him over by the red rune and tries to take him out, but his team support's going to help him get away. And, talking about Dragon, that's the thing that Udyr did not have. He didn't have everybody there ready to go, there to help him with Dragon. It was him and then eventually Zillion, and as people started to pour in, they started doing, okay, but, he was left there to try and do what he could on his own, and when you have the other team so mobile, I think it's really going to take a team fight, all 5 of them together, so that they can't get ganked and they can't get initiated on, and get caught off guard to really turn this game around.
Absolutely. Reginald getting caught in his jungle, but great flash, escapes away. It looked pretty doomsday for him, but it was a great flash over the wall there. Shen and Caitlyn putting more pressure on this Udyr. He really wants to get his jungle farm on, but looks like they took his blue room, and again, he has just been denied all game. 64 creep score, not terrible considering what he's been through, but he really has been put back from all this pressure, so you gotta give props, especially that ward has been so important at that blue rune. I'm surprised they haven't pinked that, 5-10 minutes ago with how many times they've been porting in there.
Yeah, I think something else too. I mean, obviously the way teamfight's been going just shows you why CLG would have this advantage. But if you just look at the difference between items on Kobe and on Udyr on the purple team, it's very significant. Upgraded boots on this Nocturne, no such thing in Udyr, and it's just kind of that farm advantage really starting to show itself in terms of like.
Yeah, and you've got to count that too now. 2 dragons and, a couple towers pushed, as opposed to only 1 tower pushed, no dragons, and the lack of farm. I mean, you get these advantages and they just kind of roll with it. Now putting more pressure on top lane here is Shen and Twisted Fate up against Irelia, and Irelia can only do so much. She's built all tanky at this point, 2 hearts of gold and the cloth armor, but they really can't find any damage. As I'm saying this, Malzahar comes out of the wood,
and the rest of his team going
and take him out. Unbelievable. And as tanky as Shen is, Malzahar is an amazing counter to tank damage because that pool does damage based on that max health. So if you can catch them in a pool with his ultimate, you're going to see tanks drop very quickly. So great initiation there.
And we have Caitlyn and Nocturne seeing what they can do to Singe. Another one of those really tanky heroes. Well, here we have the damage from CLG trying to chase him down and do what they can. It looks like he's going to get away with that extra speed from his ult, though, and he's going to be safe as he continues to run towards the...
Apparently streaming is OP or something. But Janna just free farming mid. That's of course what you want your Janna to be doing, and not supporting anything. 38 creep score, pretty impressive compared to that 18 zillion.
I mean, she still has her wards though. She's making sure to keep up with her job, just taking advantage of the fact that her teammates are in those other lanes. But when we saw that Shen going in, it was nice to see that OGB had teammate members together. They, 4 went in up top there, and they were able to do something with it. And I think that's what's going to take them to come back here.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely behind, but I think the next team objective is going to be a very crucial fight. But see, what this blue team can do is, if they know that dragon's creeping up, that whole purple team is going to have to group up there. So in the meantime, they can send Shen in one lane, Twisted Fate another, or even both, just push a lane, and there is literally nothing they can do about it. Because if they go to defend it, then Dragon's going to fall to the blue team again, and they'll just get out safely. I mean, they're just in a really, really bad spot here.
We have the blue team returning to their farm. Looks like Jan is going to try and run up, refresh one of her wards, using the clairvoyance to make sure she can get up there safely, continuing to do her job as we said earlier. And the rest of the team just farming in the woods, running around looking to try and get creeps. They're holding that advantage. They don't need to push. They can wait for OGB to make mistakes and move in on that.
So looking around items now, Caitlyn decided to go first item Black Cleaver. A little questionable. I mean, Irelia and Udyr are going to be a little tanky as well as Singe, so I guess it's going to help to get through that armor initially. You'd like to see either Infinity Edge or Bloodthirster first though generally, but she does have another BF sword, so you're going to have to imagine, and actually she also has a pickaxe as I say that, so that's going to be Infinity Edge here. But as far as other items go, I mean, we got Twisted Fate here with a death cap already. Tons of magic damage coming out there. What else? You liking the other pickups so far?
As we said earlier in the game, the OGB team consists of mostly magic damage, and we have a lot of Negatron cloaks coming out, trying to take advantage of that. A few Banshee's Veils, and there's going to be quite a gap to overcome. Being able to take out the Malzahar ulti, some of that damage, a toss from Singe perhaps, as Singe gets initiated here in the bottom lane, takes tons of damage from the 4 team members here. Now Shen coming in, Singe able to pick up the Zillion ult, but just too much damage coming from the blue team, who's all there. Singe in the top lane though, or not Singe, Shen, playing with Aurelia up there, now getting chased down. It'll be interesting to see if he can get away. She's continuing to chase, even though he has Ghost up. Does not look like he's going to be able to do it, but oh, a taunt through the trees, and he's able to get some distance, trying to run towards his teammate. It looks like Twisted Fate's running up, trying to run up and support, runs through the creeps. Aurelia knows that he's there, and she looks to back off.
Yeah, pretty great escape there. I mean, Aurelia with a red buff is pretty hard to get away from. And actually goes on Twisted Fate here. Twisted Fate looking to be in a lot of trouble. Gets this gold card off, stunned, tries to flash away, great flash, Nocturnal coming in, and they're going to look to kill her right before. Great support there, as you can see from the bottom lane. You know, really is so close to killing all these people, but can't finish the job, and Dragon is now going to fall very quickly with these, no competition.
Global experience with the global golds. It's been stacking up, and it's going to continue to stack up. I have a question though for you. What do you think about this Twisted Fate picking up this strictly AP build?
I'm actually a big fan of it in this game. I mean, normally you would see that AD or even maybe a hybrid kind of build, but in this game, we already have Caitlyn as a strong AD carry. Also, you got Nocturne, who's got a lot of AD damage. So really, they need that AP carry. Generally, you'll see Reginald play like a Vladimir or a Malzahar or that kind of AP strong carry. So this is definitely his normal role on a team. So, and he's doing a very good job with it, as you can see. A lot of great gold card stuns. You know, throwing the cards out, getting a lot of damage out there. So, you know, I'm not going to complain. Honestly, doing a great job.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, the one thing that that Caitlyn and Nocturne really don't have a whole lot of is that crazy burst potential. They have a lot of really good consistent damage, but you know, those cards are able to put out quite a lot of damage. And when you go look at the farm that Kobe on this Nocturne and Caitlyn are having, you know, it's a 6-0 Caitlyn, 2-0 Nocturne with these 7 assists, giving him plenty of money. So now there are pings here on Baron. It'll be interesting to see if the blue team looks to go in on that or not.
And here's exactly the strategy I was talking about. You see Shen farming away bottom while the rest of the team's doing their own thing. Actually, purple team converging here on blue team. Shen, Twisted Fate, both bottom. Both their ults are up, so if there is initiation, they're ready to come in. Nocturne flashes away, almost gets initiated on, puts up the Skull Shield, heads for the hills. Twisted Fate and Shen in the meantime, pushing this power. Port's coming in though, it's going to get stopped very quickly, but this is exactly the strategy that I was talking about, seeing that Shen and Twisted Fate just doing their own thing while the rest of the team, and look at here, top lane, Caitlyn and Janna now going to try to backdoor this tower, and what, you know, there's only so many places you can be, and since they're so under-farmed and global gold and experience in other favor, you know, they can't really stand up to them in an even fight.
A lot of running back and forth trying to handle this two-pronged attack here, and what we've been saying with this mobility, it's perfectly safe. They can do it as long as they want to, and bar crazy chain stuns, they're probably not going to lose anybody. Shen looking to Shadow Dash into the tower just to stop Singe from being out. To kind of throw in a little bit of insult, trying to make that last a little bit longer. It's Shen, he's got plenty of health to spare.
Yeah, you can see the Shen picked up a Force of Nature and a Sunfire Cape. 2700 health, very high health and resistances. He's probably going to go for a GA or something along those lines next item, and just be a really annoying person to deal with here. Nocturne going the normal kind of tanky DPS jungle route, you know, with the Wriggles and the Banshee's Veil. Udyr has a Zeal and a Phage, so he looks like he's going straight up, Trinity Force here. I'm not sure I like that pickup off the bat. I mean,
Hey Jay, but there's some back and forth here in the back lane. Shen and Twisted Fate here trying to mess around with Singe. There's been a little bit of a chase down there, but Zillion comes in, lends some support to his teammate, and it looks like Reginald and St. Vicious are going to give up that little give and take there with their buddy Singe.
So nothing happened?
Like something might happen.
No, that's cool.
Something's happening. Looks like a Baron's going to happen here by CLG and TSM. We have Janna, Nocturne, and Caitlyn up there looking to do what they can, while Shen and Twisted Fate look to push bottom lane. You know, which threat can you deal with? The one you see or the one you can? It looks like they're going to go with the threat they can see, and Baron goes... Now, looks like Shen might be in trouble here as he looks to get thrown over Sin's shoulder, tries to run away, bombs going out on him. He's just so tanky, able to shadow dash away, continuing to take bomb damage, but he might be able to get away here. Now we have a Nocturne ult looking to go in on Aurelia, who's down there by Baron, gets taken out by Caitlyn, and Shen is still running 4-on-1, finally gets taken down a quarter of the map away from where he started, while the rest of his team looks to push middle tower without creeps and just take it down without any kind of resistance.
That makes me want to have you pick Shen more often again. Just so tanky, so great at escaping too. Looks like initiation going on. Caitlyn actually flashes. Not sure about that. You don't want to have your flash down when team fights actually start. A little bit of kind of split up confusion all over the place. Nocturne going here on Udyr. One-on-one, not going to end anything though, and it looks like they're going to fall back, unfortunately. Little questionable flash there. I don't know why you'd try to do that with a Caitlyn who has really no CC or anything, but, you know, nonetheless, these guys are the pros. They know what they're doing, I guess. Blue Rune's up, Twisted Fate's going to pick that up, but what would you assume here is coming up next? They got the Baron buff. Are they going to do another two-pronged attack?
I have to imagine so. I mean, the Twisted Fate did just use his ult not too long ago. You know, they don't have to push any kind of advantage. They're doing just fine. You know, look at the team score, and it's 16-4, and 4 times the enemy team's kills. They have no reason to put on any kind of pressure that would put them in any kind of situation that they wouldn't like. So, you know, they might just look to continue to farm a little bit, wait for these cooldowns to come back up, and go from there.
You would have to imagine that they're going to look for that pick and then maybe do their attack. Aurelia, just so much farm, but you look at her items, I mean, she has that Trinity Force and all those gold per 5s, but nothing really showing quite yet, and she just picked up, actually, that chain armor. So, you know, is she going a Guardian Angel, perhaps? You know, she's obviously looking to go a little more tanky against this Nocturne Caitlyn, but, you know, overall, I'm not exactly sure.
That cloth armor, so I'd imagine she's probably going to try and turn it into a thorn mail pretty quick, which probably wouldn't be a bad decision against this Caitlyn the Nocturne's the one, you know, really putting out the consistent damage that's taking out the opposing team.
And as you see here, a pretty worthless fight, I want to call it. It's Shen versus, you know, the Singed, and they're just kind of going at it. A couple knuckleheads here. Singe probably will win that fight, but then again, who knows outright. It's probably going to take all day to finish it. So, but if you can distract Singe for that long, Shen's the one with the global ulti, and actually he's using it here top. They're looking to take out Aurelia. They catch it. Here comes the taunt. Misses it. Now stunned by the tower, taking some good damage. Oh, you hate to see the waste Shen wants. They're still going here on Shen, taking a lot of damage. Caitlyn coming up from behind. Probably going to try to take out this tower and then, I guess, push it from here. But a little misplay from that Shen ult. What do you think? Are you there, buddy?
Let me check your timer. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47,
yeah, keep
48, 49.
We're good now.
Looking up another kill there. 0-5 Caitlyn. It's starting to get ridiculous. No deaths yet. Not on this Nocturne either, and that top tower goes down so fast. Inhibitor looking to follow. Singe messing around the middle lane. Looks like he returned to try and help out. Too little, too late. and now it looks like the CLG TSM team is going to look to finish off this middle tower, which is already significantly damaged, and then take out this inhibitor mid here with no resistance.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate, but when actually the Baron buff did just fall off, but you know, they did lose some of their damage in that fight. Actually, a taunt goes down. Oh, the Banshee's Veil saves him from the taunt. Very nice proc there. But, you know, the Dragon's up. They don't even really need the gold. They'll probably go take it anyways, though. But they're just so far ahead at this point. Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge, Black Cleaver on Caitlyn. Not a single defensive item, and why would she bother? She you know, sitting in the back, just putting out that 344 attack damage. Unbelievable.
You know, we've been talking about Shen quite a bit this game. You know, that taunt is so good at potentially picking up as many people as he can hit. You know, it could be one person, could be 5 people. So Caitlyn relatively safe in the back because her buddy Shen is able to port in with his ulti and then taunt potentially the entire enemy team.
You liking this Twisted Fate pickup here, Riley's? And when I say Riley's, I mean Lichbane. I'm a noob.
Good job. Yeah, also getting that needlessly large rod as well. You know, he's just continuing to build towards that big burst hit, able to take people out of the fight really quickly. You know, and I really like that kind of mentality with someone who's able to port around the map. You know, you enter a one-on-one with your ulti, and then you're able to just quickly turn the tides and not give the enemy team any kind of chance to turn it around.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. And then here comes Shen saying, I don't care about your creeps. Another Banshee Veil. Oh, actually, great use of proccing it. They're going to get the fear on him. Twisted Fate coming up. They really want this in badly. Everyone going all out. If you look how tanky he is, just as much as that Shen was, but they have a little more firepower to work with, so they take him down within a matter of seconds. They're going to look to push this final lane. What can they do without their tank? I mean, you could say Udir's a tank, but the way he's built this game, I mean, Trinity Force and Megatron Cloak, he can't stand a fight. So they're just going to probably look to take this out. Another thing I want to comment on about this Lichbane here, that proc actually can be applied. Actually, I get interrupted here as the team fight goes down. Udyr, and as I'm talking about not very tanky, drops with the Zillion ult. Janna gets picked off. Very peculiar first pick here. They come back in, going all out on this Nocturne, but can't fish him off. Irelia trying to get away. Tower dive coming in here. Shen finishes him now. Irelia gonna get to Caitlyn ult, and she's gone. And Twisted Fate just pushing down creeps as they finish off, and that's going to most certainly be GG.
Pushing in on this bottom lane, taking out the inhibitor. Twisted Fate wasn't even there to help the inhibitor, just decides to focus on the tower. Singed now just running out, trying to do what he can, see if he can pick up a kill. It's not going to happen. He just runs away towards the enemy base to try and get out. Continued chase down by Nocturne and Caitlyn, just trying to get extra kills before the Nexus goes down, and there it goes, Jay.
What? Not a very close game, unfortunately, and you know, you gotta chalk that one up to the picks. It was over at picks. I mean, you know, you got the 3 global ults, and then also stealing the Udyr's blue, putting him way behind. I mean, they really they were behind from the start. So, what are your thoughts here?
Well, I think, as you're saying, you know, it's really hard to beat that team from picks. And so I think if you're in playing some ranked games on your own, something really important is to try and realize what's going on really quickly. So you can be like, guys, we're going to need a team that can group up quickly, can get out of the laning phase quickly, we can all stick together and just push through lanes effectively to be able to counter this potentially amazing ganking team.
Yeah, I also think that the blue team kept up a ton of vision, which was essential to getting those in the games. You saw as soon as Twisted Fate and Shen hit level 6, they dove right on the middle. So you know, you got to have that map awareness, and unfortunately, it looks like they were not able to keep that up. Any closing thoughts you have on this game?
No, you know, this is the first game in a series, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second game as far as picks and everything, but just want to thank everybody for tuning in and giving us a listen.
That's That's right, and as always, you can check us out here on own3d.tv/broadcast. We got some videos uploaded. We're going to be giving you much more law content here in the future. If you have any submissions, videos, replays, the ones you record yourself, and you'd like us to go over it, or maybe give you some help out, just email them to our email. That's broadcasts, brocasts @gmail.com. And thanks a lot, and have a great day.